If you've visited Delhi recently and taken a flight, you know of all the chaos that's been plaguing the Delhi airport, and because of all of the complaints that have been coming in of the endless delays or of the queues at the Delhi airport, Aviation Minister Jyotiraditya Scindia conducted a surprise visit and inspection at the Delhi airport. Passengers have been complaining of endless delays, of long queues, all because of mismanagement at particularly T3. And at the international airport, the minister finally, Jyotiraditya Scindia, decided to take stock himself. There have been endless reports of congestion at these airports because of a lack of proper management of the crowds. And this is particularly in the mornings and late evenings. And that's why the minister has decided to take stock himself, personally making a visit to the airport. Let's listen in to exactly what Scindia said earlier when he claimed that he will conduct an audit of the airport to address all of this chaos.
कुछ एयरपोर्ट्स में एक दो एयरपोर्ट्स में कंजेशन का प्रॉब्लम जरूर हुआ है। मैंने स्वतः इस हफ्ते मीटिंग ली है मंत्रालय में दिल्ली में सारे मुख्य एयरपोर्ट्स के साथ कई कदम हमने उठाने को कहा है। उदाहरण के तौर पे जो सुझाव आप दें कि जो बंचिंग होती है पीक आवर जिसके आधार पे कंजेशन भी होता है, तो वो बंचिंग पीक आवर्स में उस कर्व को हम लोग स्मूदन आउट करें। ऐसा ना करें कि इतने अधिकतम फ्लाइट पीक आवर में हम लोग चलाएं कि एयरपोर्ट के अंदर कंजेशन हो।
So that is the comment that was made by Jyotiraditya Scindia, in fact, a few days ago, where he assured that there will be action taken, that he will personally take stock of the situation. And that's exactly what he's done now. Paulami Saha, who tracks the aviation beat for us, is joining us this morning. Paulami, for anyone who's travelled to or from Delhi, we've all witnessed the chaos, the madness really at the Delhi airport, and quite simply a result of mismanagement. Now with the Civil Aviation Minister also taking stock, can we expect some changes on the ground? Any announcement, communication from the ministry on what's expected?
Well, Akshita, the ministry has, of course, taken cognizance of the complaints and the grievances of passengers who have been facing this these kind of congestion, the long queues, the overcrowding at major airports of the country. Delhi and Mumbai specifically, a lot of social media users and passengers have been, in fact, complaining about, tweeting about, posting pictures of the long queues as well. So over the last week, in fact, there have been certain steps that have been taken, certain meetings that have happened as well. First, of course, the minister himself, Mr. Scindia, convened a meeting which had the top management, the CEOs of the four major airports of the country, Delhi, Mumbai, Hyderabad and Bangalore were in that meeting. CISF was present in that meeting, officials from the CISF personnel as well as from BCAS as well, the Bureau of Civil Aviation Security and Immigration. They were all present in that meeting, and an action plan was laid out as to what are the immediate remedial measures that can be taken in order to ease out that congestion. Some of them will have to be long-term, which includes the debunching of flights. Bunching of flights, basically when you are, there are too many flights during peak hours, which then eventually leads to congestion. At Delhi's Terminal 3 itself, it used to be about 22. It was brought down to about 19. And the aim that the ministry has now is to bring it down to 14. And similarly for T2 and T1 as well. There are other measures as well. The X-ray screening systems have been increased. Additional 2 such screening systems have been added. There were 14 of them. There are 16 of them at the moment. There is the ATRS as well. One more ATRS, which is the auto tray retrieval system as well, which has been added over there as well. Entry points, just to make it easy, that is where you face a long queue as well, in order to just enter the terminal building. So gate 1 at Terminal 3 of Delhi has opened up for entry. Again, gate 8B at Terminal 3 has opened up for entry as well. There are more traffic marshals as well who are present in the card lane in order to ensure that the traffic keeps moving. The vehicular movement is fast over there. There are personnel who are present, airport staff who are present at various points right now in order to tell passengers what they need to be doing in terms of when they're entering the airport. Keep your boarding passes ready. Those sort of announcements are being made. Boards have been put up as well. So steps are being taken. But the minister, of course, is at the airport in order to see over the past week the remedial measures which have been announced. Are they being implemented on the ground? And he's going and visiting the airport at a peak hour just to see what exactly are the reasons that this sort of congestion happens during these peak hours and what can be actually done on the ground. Akshita.